So, hey everybody, this is my commuting back at night video. Woohoo! We are going on Santa Monica Boulevard. We're leaving Santa Monica and going into Los Angeles. So, in this video, this is actually a good demonstration of using the brights as to indicate safely to other cars that you're around. The only disadvantage, obviously, is one thing I don't like about riding at night is, you know, I have a fear of not seeing a pothole that'll suddenly just show up. So you kind of have to exercise caution when riding around at night. You know, don't go faster than where your headlights can see, obviously. I also don't like to follow cars too closely in front, just because you never know if, like, there's some kind of like road hazard that might pop up underneath them, you know. Hello? 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 Why? Okay. Goodbye. Hey everybody, sorry, that was my mom. So I'm using the Uclear HBC, I believe the HBC200, HD200, and it's pretty great. You know, the intercom works really well for if they have calls. Like, I can pick it up with a voice command. I just say hello, and it'll automatically pick up when it rings in my ear. A friend of mine I used to go driving with used to tell me, like, you always get screwed in the left lane. And, you know, they're kind of right. For some reason, the left lane usually is slightly slower than the right. But this is Santa Monica at night, so you guys are about to see some actual LA traffic. Look at that. Completely backed up, you guys. This is where having a Grom is very useful. And this is why lane splitting is a good thing when you're on two wheels. Just taking it easy, going through congested LA traffic. We're actually in West LA now, way past Santa Monica. Well, not way past, it's still before the 405. The 405 is that overpass. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera up there. It's famous. For those of you not in LA, that's the famous 405. The traffic is horrible. You know, it really forms an effective barrier between the east and west side by way of traffic. You can try following this thing all the way up north and south on the 405. It won't do you any good. I mean, it's pretty much backed up for everywhere you want to go on a normal night like this. And this is a Thursday, in case you're wondering what day it is today. It is a Thursday evening in January in LA. Flash lights. I'm flashing lights to let them know that I'm crossing, so people won't try to make a left turn going right. While I'm crossing the intersection. Okay. I can try to weave through this. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, yeah, here we go. Once again, having the Grom is very useful. I have a bigger bike. Another bike I ride, it's actually a lot bigger than this, and it's a real pain in the butt to kind of push it around like that. It's not that big of a pain, but it's just so cumbersome. It's so heavy. Come on, guy. Let's do this. That's the huge Mormon church over there. I don't know if you can see it at night. I believe that's called the Angel Moroni. This is actually, this part right here is my least favorite part of the commute. this long stretch. We're about to get into Beverly Hills. I believe this is where they're building a subway line. I don't know. Let me tell you something though. LA area can seriously benefit from public transportation. Better public transportation, that is. I think it's a great idea that they are building a subway line from LA to Santa Monica, despite the fact that Beverly Hills over here will complain about it ad nauseum. They just don't want the poor people in their hood, let's face it. So right here is another example. This street right here has like some random potholes you gotta be careful about. I'm gonna turn on my brights. I flash my lights a little bit so the car can see me. Yeah, see how I don't know if you guys can see how crappy this road is. It's not super crappy, but you know, it could be fixed. Be nice if they did that. It's probably difficult though because they have to shut down a lane of road here. And oh man, when you shut down any road in LA, people complain. And rightly so. I mean, the traffic here is so bad, so you shut down any road and it just really gets congested. But you know, it's kind of like, well, what do? You know, people have bad traffic one day to fix this traffic. I don't know. I used to live in New York City, and there was this joke that some New Yorkers would tell each other. It's like, hey, New York, you know, would be a really great city once they finish all the construction. And I feel like arguably you could probably use the same joke for LA about its roads. Look, potholes. There was this news article a few years back about some dude living in some town where he was so fed up with all the potholes that he actually broke into the town like storage and got like a pail of asphalt and started filling all the potholes himself, and then the city kind of sued him for stealing city resources. It's a perfect case of where he's enemy to the state but a hero to the people. Another pothole. So yeah, you gotta stay loose on the controls. Get ready to swerve when you need to. Be really comfortable swerving. Don't be too tight. It gets you in trouble. Forgot to mention lane splitting in a turn is a little sketchy. Mostly because sometimes cars drift into your lane. Or they actually cross the lane when they're in a turn. People can't seem to stay in their lanes. Welcome to West Hollywood, guys. You can tell by all the rainbows everywhere. Now people, that's how you use a signal. Just like that guy in front of us. Just want all Californians to know that. Hello? Hello? I'm what? I passed West Hollywood. I'm actually, let's see, where am I? I'm near Formosa. Oh, look at that. You're stalking me. You want to make sure I'm not taking the 405. I'm not humping another lady, babe. So I'm actually recording this right now on the GoPro. So yeah, I wonder if the audience can hear what you're saying. If in case the audience can hear what you're saying, I'm just gonna let the audience know that this is my wife that's calling me, and she was using Find My Friends to make sure I'm not cheating on her as I'm coming. At least I'm not taking the 405. I can't take the 405. I'm on the Grom. This thing cannot go on the 405. I can't take this thing on any freeways. I'm gonna take a slightly longer way though. I'm gonna go up Highland. Okay, babe. I'm about to turn on Highland right now. Love you too. Bye. You know, when I first moved to LA years ago, seeing Hollywood Boulevard for the first time up close in person was so disenchanting. It's kind of like a crappy part of the city. It's not like what you kind of expected from watching TVs. So this is Hollywood, everybody. That's the Hollywood bowling alley. Not officially the Hollywood Bowl, but you know, Lucky Strike. Kind of fancy. CrossFit. Oh yeah. So you guys are about to see why Hollywood kind of sucks for me. I hate this part. It's just congested traffic. I mean, even for lane splitting, it kind of blows. Going up hills on the Grom is like the little engine that could. You're like, come on, little guy. You can do it. Just make it up the hill. Yeah, baby. Well, that was a really sad yeah, baby. Sounded kind of pervy. Like a really kind of like tired kind of way. Okay. So the thing about potholes is that, hey, don't stare at them when you see them, because the bike has a funny way of going where you're looking. You're staring at that pothole, you go right towards it. The same thing goes for things that you're trying to avoid. Don't stare at the things you're trying to avoid. You can see if you stare at them, you're probably going to hit it. Thanks for watching my video, guys.